Your head's on camera every week. No, not anymore.
Nah.
Oh, really?
We moved back.
Yeah, we're back now.
It's better vision for security.
There you go. We'll do it.
I'm trying.
Keep my eyes on the exits.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Just drink during the thing. You spaghetti.
I know.
Thank you, Dad. Oh, what? Unless you're in the front row. No, no.
Started to record. He'll be going up there. He'll be
What's what you say?
I know.
People.
Technology is just like
Somebody gets speared.
What does he do?
I wasn't wearing your show.
Yeah, to a point, you're right. Imagine that's over mine.
Your child starts moving.
You're gone.
The kids waiting backstage for you to go pick them up.
Hi. Thank you guys for coming to the historic Carlisle Theater. This year we are celebrating our 86th anniversary coming up in May, so we're incredibly excited to have you guys here and to have you here for Kyle Purnell live on stage. Little intro for Kyle. After studying, practicing, creating, and performing sleight of hand close-up magic for over 20 years, Kyle Purnell has established himself as one of the country's foremost strolling and tableside magicians. In this performance, you're going to see original and unique magic. In fact, many of Kyle's creations have been praised and respected by some of the best magicians in the world, including Penn and Teller, Dan White, Michael Amar, and Shin Lim. Kyle's performances have taken him across the country and around the world, performing at conventions, corporate events, Chicago Magic Lounge, and even on Penn and Teller's hit TV show, Fool Us, and is always giving attendees an experience and memories they soon won't forget. Please join me in welcoming Kyle to the stage.
My Uncle Joe was a great man. Terrible magician. Absolutely dreadful. But he didn't even consider himself a magician. He was just the guy who knew like 2 card tricks, and they were just, you know, the worst. They were just really bad card tricks. But don't get me wrong, like he did them okay. He was usually successful. They didn't inspire me, right? They weren't that exciting. So I tell you that to tell you this. Tonight, we're not gonna do Uncle Joe magic. No Uncle Joe magic. We are gonna maybe use the same things that Uncle Joe would use, but we're gonna do it in a little bit of a different way, and maybe you can see that playing cards can be some of the most magical things that you can do magic with. Does that sound cool?
Yeah.
So, no Uncle Joe magic. In fact, we're gonna do quite the opposite. What's the opposite of Uncle Joe magic? The anti-Joe magic. All right, here we go, my friends. What I love about cards is that there is a continuum of what you can do with them. There's actually 5 levels, but let's start with level 1. Can anybody shuffle cards like that? Dude, you can. Oh my goodness gracious. That means you're on the board, you're level 1. Yeah. Now don't get too ahead of yourself, okay? It's not magic, it's just sleight of hand, right? You didn't wake up one day being able to do it. You had to practice, right? And you might be thinking, well, Kyle, that's just mixing up the cards. How is that magic? Well, it's not, but we need to know about level 1 in order to do level 2. So raise your hand if you're a level 1, someone who can shuffle like this. Excellent. And I know, Sue, right? Now, we know each other, but we haven't set up anything. Yeah. Is that correct? All right, excellent. Sue, you're gonna name a card. You're not gonna pick a card out of the spread like that. That's Uncle Joe magic if I was. No, you're gonna name one, right? You're gonna say one out loud. Whichever one you say is the one we're gonna use. But I will tell you, there are commonly named cards, right? There are the Queen of Hearts people. A lot of ladies tend to go Queen of Hearts. I'm not saying do or don't, it's your life, Sue, but maybe go for a weird random one. A lot of men go Ace of Spades, very common card, okay? So maybe go for a weird one to the left of center. What are you thinking?
7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. That's pretty weird and left of center, Sue. I like it. All right, so we got, you said the 7 of diamonds?
Yep.
Okay, so if we shuffle the cards, then we cut the cards, then we cut 3 times, and then we shuffle it again. If I'm not mistaken, you said the 7 of what?
Diamonds.
7 of diamonds should be right about there.
Maybe.
Come on. Give it up! Get over here! Now that's okay, but it's only level 2.
Wow.
Yeah, there's 5 levels. Buckle up. We got level 2, but level 3 is pretty sweet. Sir, your name? Colton. We're just gonna go through the card. Just say stop somewhere.
Stop.
All right, perfect. This one goes in, of course. And we're gonna do what's called level 3 magic. But in order to do level 3 magic, it's hard to do, but it's also hard to see if it's done. So what I like to do is I take half the cards and face them one way, and take half the cards and face them another way, right? So now if you take the cards and you mix them, you actually get some cards mixing up, some cards mixing down, and my friends with OCD like myself, I'm so sorry. Oh, the worst. I am so sorry, friends. But that means, of course, we got some cards face up, we got some face down, face to face, back to back, turn it over, back to back, face to face. Now, if we're going to find a card, we need to know what the card is, where it is, and even how it's oriented. Is that right, Colton? That's right. Of course it's right. Here we go. Colton, you're going to have to help me out here because in order to do level 3, you don't have to move, you don't have to get up. Stay comfy, it's all you, okay? But we are going to take off the glasses because traditionally level 3 is done without the aid of sight. Okay, so Colton, you're just going to say go. Whenever you say go, I will go. I will not go prior to you saying go. Is that clear? Excellent.
Wow.
Thank you. Colton, to be honest, did you hear the magic happen?
I don't know what I just heard.
That's fair. That was a kidney stone passing. Do you want to see the magic now? No, I'm kidding. If that did work, and I can't even look, I'm too nervous, but I'm hoping that big mess of cards might start to look a little bit better. I'm wondering if maybe one of them looks a little bit different, though. Is that the 7 of diamonds? Give it up! Come on! Oh, my goodness gracious. So here's the deal. All this is fine. It's only level 3, though. It's only level 3. There's 5 levels. Do you want to see level 4? It's really sweet. You're going to love it. Level 4 is kind of the same thing, but basically you start with this card and you have to find every single diamond besides your card. Right? So to do that, I guess we need to start with the ace, right? So to get the ace, you give 1 cut and about 23 cards down. That should be the ace of diamonds, which is fine. Ace of diamonds, and then of course you give 3 cuts like this, and around the bend that should be the 2 of diamonds. Of course, if you give 3 more cuts around here, that should be the 3 of diamonds. The 4 is kind of fun because you just flick it out of the deck. That's the 4 of diamonds. The 5 of diamonds is nice because you take the card that's not your card, like the king, and you just give a little shake, and that's when it changes into the card you want, like the 5 of diamonds, of course. Now the king, of course, goes to the bottom, but if you want, you can control any card you want, so you can give a little snap like that. That's when you get the 6 to appear on top. Let's give the cards just a little bit of a mix because we already have the 7. Now we just need the 8 through king, which is kind of tricky, but let's give the cards one more mix. If I'm not mistaken, the 8 should be about 23 from the top, but now we cut them, so that's 43 from the top, and now it's 18 from the top until we just gave that one more cut. That's the 8 of diamonds, of course. The 9 of the 10, you give 3 more cuts like that, and that should be, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. So that's the 9 right there. The 10 is about 22 cards down. That's the 9. That's the 10 of diamonds. Okay, are there any questions so far? Great. So we just need the Jack, the Queen, and the King. Let's see if we can do this here. Jack, Queen, and King. Would you like to see it with one hand?
Yeah.
Do you want to see it without looking? Yeah. Not you, me. Just to be clear. She's like, oh, I want to see. Don't move. 1, 2, 3. Got him. I just never told you which hand. Yeah, come on! Oh, he's such a loser. I know that's the Jack, the Queen, the King, which is great. Thank you. It's only level 4. There's 5 levels. You guys want to see level 5? Oh, I'm so sick. You're gonna love it. There's a problem. I can't do that. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I can't do level 5 because level 1 through 4 you can learn to do, right? Like I learned level 1 all the way up to 4. But level 5 you can't learn. It's kind of like perfect pitch in music, right? You can't learn that perfect pitch. You're either born with it or you're not, right? I was not born level 5. Sorry. But there is something I know about level 5s. Most people who are level 5s don't even know that they are. Isn't that right, Angel?
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Dan, you've been with Angel for a while, right?
A couple years.
Yeah, a couple years. How long have you been suspicious that Angel might be a level 5?
Oh, 30 years.
30 years. And you're just telling her now. Wow. All right, Dan. That tells me a lot about you. And Angel, you can let the cat out of the bag. How long have you known this about yourself?
Couple seconds.
Really? That's fairly common amongst level 5s. Angel, of course, I'm not going to make your job easy, though. Of course, we're going to give the cards one more mix. And can you come up and join me on stage? Is that okay, Angel? Thank you. Give her some encouragement. Yeah. It's hard to get up here. All right.
Surprise!
All right. Angel, you're going to put your hand out thusly and put the other hand on top. Oh. In just a moment, my friends, Angel is going to make Carlisle Theater history, and I kid you not, by unshuffling the remainder of the cards. Now, I'm sorry, I don't usually fangirl like this, but I've never actually been in the presence of a level 5 before, Angel. Angel, you gotta let me know when you're going. Go ahead whenever you're ready. Go ahead, you're gonna unshuffle. Whoa, wow. Are we? Wow, see, I couldn't tell you. That is fantastic. Give it up for Angel. Yeah, that was great. But if this actually worked, Angel, certainly I can't do this. After all those mixes and all those cuts, I'm hoping you might have found the ace of spades, followed by the 2 of spades, followed by the 3 of spades, and the 4 of spades, and the 5 of spades, and actually every single spade in order, Angel. That is fantastic! But guess what, my friends? That's nothing unless you also count every single club in order, ace through king, and of course every single heart, ace through king. We can't beat that. We're not worthy, Angel. We're not worthy, everybody. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. My goodness gracious. Wow. That was fantastic. Do you want to take over the rest of my show? Oh, okay. She's like, Dan, why did we sit up front?
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm going to pick on some people in the back, too. Don't worry. All right, my friends. Oh, that was great. Good for you. All right, real quick, I should tell you that I'm feeling pretty loose and limber right now. This is great. My finger's feeling good. But this isn't just my show. This is our show. So I need everybody else to feel a little bit loose and limber as well. So everybody's going to stand up. Everybody stand up for me, please. No, yeah, thanks a lot. Dan, while we're doing this, you're going to do a boring job too. You're going to shuffle the cards again, okay? All right, my friends. Oh, this will be fun. We're going to do a little warm-up game with one of these. And remind me of your name. Esther, what a cool name. Esther, can you check this out and just make sure it is what it appears to be? It's a coin. It's actually an Eisenhower dollar. It's got a front, a back. We tend to call the front the heads. We call the back the tails. And Esther, just make sure like you can flip it. It doesn't weight onto one side. It's not always heads, not always tails. It's important you know that, okay? Because Esther, we're gonna play a game with this, and you are also gonna be my eyes, okay? Which means that when I flip this, Everybody is going to make a guess as to what they think it lands on. If you think it lands on heads, before you see it, you're going to make a guess, and you're going to commit by putting your hands on your head. Okay? I promise you won't feel silly when everybody's doing it. And of course, if you think it's going to be tails, tail, back, so you're going to put your hands on your backside. Okay? So you're going to commit if you think it's heads, head, back, tails. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, cool. It's an honor system. If you are right, you stay standing. If you are wrong, you sit down. Cool? We're going to keep doing this until there's only one remaining. How fun. All right. Is everybody ready? Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Here we go. Everybody make your guess now. Perfect. I don't even want to look. Can you tell everybody?
It's heads.
It's heads! All right, excellent. If you put your hands on your head, you are stay standing. If you put back and tails, I'm so sorry. You're the loser. No. I'm going to rephrase that. All right, here we go. Everybody still standing? Here we go. Ready, set, go. Round 2. Commit. Commit. Let's see. It's tails! Hey, you're right, it is tails. All right, excellent. Oh man, oh my gosh. That's 2 rounds, like 4 people. All right.
Holy cow.
We got 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this will be fun. All right, here we go, my friends. Now, to be clear, we only have 3 people left, so it's not that the rules change at this point, but just to be clear, it's more likely that if it was just random, that all 3 of you would pick the same one. Make sure that doesn't happen, okay? So if you pick one and you see everybody else has picked one, you know, just kind of decide amongst yourselves who's going to change, okay? That's my only rule. You cannot all be the same choice. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, here we go. Because we need at least one winner. 1, 2, 3. All right, bam, make your decision. All right, you're sitting down, but you're still going to be my eyes and ears.
Tails.
Tails, okay, perfect. Down to 2.
Oh boy.
Oh man. All right, we got to know some names. I know Steph, but Steph, say your name so everybody knows your name,
Hey,
Steph.
Stephanie.
Oh, great. All right, this is Steph and
Melissa. Melissa
with an M.
with an M.
Melissa. Melissa, everybody, if you're Team Melissa, give her a round of applause now. Team Melissa. Now keep them going if you're Team Steph. Yeah. I'm completely impartial. Now keep in mind, I don't care what you guys pick, but they have to be different. Okay?
Okay.
Here we go. What's your guess?
Heads.
It's it. We have a winner! Oh my goodness gracious, Melissa. Can you watch your step and join me up front? Is that okay?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed, Melissa. Melissa, give her a tepid round of applause. Yes, come on, that's a tepid. Melissa, this is fun. You get a prize. You're the winner. Now, you didn't know you were going to be the winner, and certainly I didn't know either, but Melissa, here's a fun thing. I have a gift for you because you're the winner. Do you know what the gift is?
Sure.
Yeah, it's a little guess as to who I thought would win. Because that last choice you made was heads, right? That's so funny. Because inside, I made a little guess. And it actually says the winner will be a that's all. Don't worry, there's more. If not a woman. Nailed it. Okay, I also wrote some more, and I'm wondering if, Melissa, you can actually read this out loud for everybody here. What else did I say about you?
She will be wearing a bright blue vest and a long sleeve black shirt. Interesting.
Yeah, I kept going, though.
And will have shoulder length hair in thin, dark headband.
Is that true? I can't really see.
Yes, it is.
Oh, nice.
Oh my.
Interesting.
Her winning call will be
What was it?
heads.
Thank you so much.
Woo!
Yes! Melissa, congratulations. This is for you. I want you to read this. Can we play a you hear that? I wish, dude. I wish. I only have one prize, though. That was so fun. Oh, friends. Here's the deal. We're at the part of the show where we need to refuel a little bit. So I need $20. $20, guys. Who has $20? $20 bill. $20 bill.
Where's your wallet?
I give money to a child? $20 bill! $20 bill! All right, Dan comes in to save the day. Excellent, my friend. Dan, you're going to write your name really big right across the front of the bill for me, please. Okay, now some people might be concerned about this. They might be like, Kyle, this is clearly defacing government property. Aren't you scared you'll go to jail? That is a valid question, but let me debunk that. It is not true. I will not be going to jail, and here's the reason. I didn't do it. How you feeling, Dan? All right. Keep shuffling those cards, Dan. So Dan, here's the dealio. You signed this, but I know it's kind of a weird thing to give a magician $20. By the way, best reason to be a magician. Just ask for stuff. All right. And they give it to you. I have some collateral for you, though, dude. I keep it over here. It is. It's not a wallet. It's actually more of a pouch. Okay. Are you well versed in holding on to pouches?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So you can see that it does open and close, but don't open it till the very end if that's cool with you. Okay. Sure. Excellent. Hold on to this. You can even put it under your chair, man. Cool. Excellent. And we'll leave this right over here. If anything happened to that, you can make sure something happened to that.
Wait a minute.
Does anybody know how to solve one of these? No. Timmy, you know how to solve one of these? Oh, okay. So that was my question.
I have one.
Oh, you have one. Okay, that's really close to my question. This is a beautifully baffling object, obviously from the 1980s, but it's kind of made a resurgence in recent years, right? With some people doing like speed cubing and whatnot. I gotta say, for right now, I am gonna pick on some people in the back, I promise. But for right now, Colton, since you're really close, could you come up here for me, please? Excellent, excellent. Oh wow, did you notice not a single person clapped for you? It's too late. Colton, you're gonna have a stand right there, please, sir. And Colton, do you know how to solve one of these? I don't. Oh, excellent, perfect. Colton, this is probably one that you may have had as a kid, though, right? Yeah. I also have another one, believe it or not. I keep it down here. It's the same thing, but it also looks a little bit different. Of course, you might even know what this is called. It's not just Rubik's Cube. This is called a what? It's a speed cube. Speed cube. Does anyone know what a speed cube is? Yeah. So speed cubes are kind of like Rubik's cubes, except they are designed to be like zero friction, right? So you can make sure that if you are a speed cuber and you want to solve it as fast as you can, there's like no resistance, right? It's really nice. So we're gonna have a little competition to see who can solve one side of the cube the fastest. Oh boy. Okay. Which one do you want?
Just pick that one.
Oh, will you? No, you can. All right. No,
Which one am I getting?
I'm a lot better than this of you. I'm just going to be honest with you. All right, so put your hand right here. Yeah, put your hand right there. Okay, and this is starting position. Don't move. Okay, and then I'm going to do this one over here. Okay, I'm going to put this here, and I'm also not going to move. All right, we're going to go to let's go to Livy. All right, Livy, you are going to say go. When you say go, we're both going to start mixing and turning. We're not going to do that until she says go, though. Okay. When she says that, we're going to start. We're going to see who can solve one side first. It can be any color. Is that clear, Colton?
Sure thing.
Here we go. Livy, whenever you're ready.
Go.
Go? Okay, go ahead.
Sabotage. Is it solved?
They all the same colors together.
That's a side. That's a side.
You take this one, man. You're gonna mix it up. You're not even gonna try to solve one side. I want utter chaos by the time you're done. Maybe not that good chaos. Just a little bit. Mix and mash and twist and turn. Okay? Yeah, perfect. Just like that. You're gonna have a seat. You're gonna keep doing that until the end of the show. How fun! Oh, this is great. Okay. All right. So we have the cube out. We have the cards out. We have the pouch out. We have the money, and we also need this. This is a little gift. It's not necessarily a physical gift. Whoever I give this to isn't going to necessarily keep it, but hopefully at the end it's going to be a gift of a memory, something that will stay with you guys for quite a while. Sir, your name?
Will.
Will, you don't have to get up, Will. I just want you to hold on to this. You can even put it under your chair so no one gets to it and I don't get to it as well. Okay. Yeah, this isn't like Christmas Eve. You're not trying to guess what it is. Just put it under your chair. That's not under your chair. There you go. All right. All right. Cards. Who's got cards? Oh, Dan's got cards. Excellent. All right, perfect. We got to continue, but in order to continue, we have to make sure that the person who's going to select the next card is kind of in sync with me. That's important. So we need to do a test. I have a test I always use. It's called the color test. Okay? And the color test is available to every single person of you right now, as long as you have Instagram on your phone. So if you have Instagram and a cell phone that is not dead, go ahead and open it up for me, please. And go to Kyle Purnell Magic. So you don't even have to put the underscores in, just Kyle space Purnell space Magic, and then it'll get to my page. And when you have that, I want you to raise your phone up high in the air so I know who we're working with here, okay? Excellent. Oh, hey, we got one, we got two. All right, maybe a little bit more than two would be great. Kyle, and that's Purnell, and then Magic. Oh, we got three, we can probably work with three.
What's the color?
We got four? Yes, we got four. Now, if you're on my page, first of all, if you're not following me, a quick follow would be very much appreciated. And then I want you to open up, it's the second post, it's pinned. It is a bunch of different sequences of colors. If you click on that and it's open, I want you to raise it up high so I can see who's with me. You're with me, you're with me, you're with me, everybody's with me. Great. All right, let's get, and I know Stephanie, so maybe Stephanie, you have it up, right? Okay, Stephanie, would you mind helping me with this? Is that cool?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Stephanie, I want you to think of a 2-digit number. Okay, now I think they only go up to 60, okay, so maybe keep it under 60. You got a 2-digit number?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't care what the number is. I care about the colors that are beside your number, because in that post, there's multiple pages. You can swipe through a bunch of them, okay? I want you to find the number that you're thinking of, okay? Let me know when you see the number you're thinking of, yeah? Okay, great. Commit to that number. I don't care what the number is, but I care what colors are beside it because I also took this test. I took the color test. And I'm wondering what colors they are.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, please.
Orange, blue, and red.
Orange, blue, red.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Look, I always keep 1, 2 cards. Okay, technically 3. I also keep some cash, just to be clear. Yeah, nothing else. Just to make sure everybody else can see. Is that clear? Good? Nothing else? I don't need them to be a perfect match, right? I still think we could probably continue even if it wasn't perfect. But as long as we get 2 out of the 3, I'm fine with that. You said orange,
Blue, and red.
orange, blue, and red. I got orange, and I got blue. That's pretty good. I also got red, funny enough. Yeah! Hooray! You're gonna be perfect for this, Stephanie! This is great! All right, Stephanie, because you got this, you're gonna name a card. Which card are you going for?
I need like weird cards.
Yeah, I love weird cards.
Like
Don't soundbite that. All right, here we go.
no, he knows that one's not a big one. All right, like a 6 of clubs.
6 of clubs is good. Let's go 6 of clubs. Wait, why would I be taking this out, right? It would be better if, wait, 6 of clubs? I don't even know if I have a 6 of clubs in here. I should. Yeah, because it's a brand new deck. We just saw all of them, right? In fact, I'm not even going to look for it. I want you to see if you can find it yourself. In fact, I'm just going to go through the cards one at a time. As I go through them, you're just going to say stop. It's totally up to you. You're just going to say stop whenever it feels right, Stephanie. No pressure. It's your moment, though.
Okay, stop.
Right here. Do you want this card? Do you want to go a few more? Do you want to take a few back?
I want the one there.
You want this one? That's great, because you wanted the 6 of clubs. That's excellent. Good for you. All right. Just for that, we're going to pass this back here. Yep. Be careful, it is uncapped. And Stephanie, you're going to write your name really big right across the card. It's hard not to write big, because that Sharpie is enormous. All right. So go ahead, and then we can pass it back up, because we get to do one of my favorite pieces now. Yep, thank you.
Sorry, my name's long for that.
It is long, yeah, that's fair. All right, perfect. Yeah, we just need this. Can everybody see Stephanie's card? Oh, this is great, perfect. And we don't, of course, need this. You can... All right. That was so dumb.
Markers.
All right, here we go, my friends. Stephanie, you know there's only one card like it in the world? And you know that because you wrote your name on it the way you wanted to, more or less.
Yeah.
And you can see it in there, you know it's in there, but you also know it's in the middle because it's not on top, right? But if you do a move, here's the move. Watch, you square it up perfectly, you estimate where it starts, you go, and that'll make it go from the middle to the top, which is great. No, stop it. All right, here we go, you see it in there. Now, this time, we're going to do it again, but you can see the exact second we're going to do the move. It goes in, you do a little press, that's when it goes to the bottom. Of course it does, of course it does! All right, any questions so far? Sue,
Yes, sir.
do you have any questions?
I do not.
Oh, great. We're just going to use this for a second. All right.
What?
Oh
All right, my friends, here we go. Stephanie, you say it in the middle, but what if I get it wrong? I could get it wrong. That's possible,
Probably won't.
right? I could be like, hey, was your card the Queen of Clubs? And you'd be like, no, Kyle, it's not. You loser. I'm like, don't call me a loser. You moron. No. So what we would do is we would take the Queen like this. You would see it to the very last second. You would just see it touch, and that's when it would change to the card you want, like Stephanie's card. I will not. Now, you know very well. Wait, are we making requests? Sorry, I don't take requests. We take Stephanie's card, it goes in the middle, but you know this is not real. You know it's sleight of hand. I'm doing moves. I'm doing funny moves with my hands to make impossible things look possible. Is that right? But I want you to be very clear about this. Just make sure it is where I say it is. You can see it still in the middle. Is that right, Stephanie?
Where?
It's still in the middle, right here? Oh, I'm sorry. We did the move. He's right. It's under the box. Oh, good! Colton, check that out. Just make sure. Show everybody. Of course it is! Everybody's in. You got it right. Bring it up. Everybody's got to see. There it is. Perfect. Now, you know very well that Stephanie's card goes right in the middle. But if you miss that again, we can try it one more time. You just do a little move. Boop. It goes into the box. It's not just anyone's. It's got to be the one with Stephanie's beautifully written name. Right across the card. If you miss that, you can go 26 cards down from the top, and you give a little shoot. That's when it shoots under the box, and of course that's Stephanie's card. We can try it again, but this time, watch, you go 28 cards like this. You go 28 cards. This time, watch the whole deck, because you squeeze it, and that's when the deck goes under the box. Which is all fine and good, I suppose. But it reminds me of my Uncle Joe. And because there's a bunch of different ways that you can do magic, right? Uncle Joe would do it with kind of self-working stuff that just kind of work by itself, right? If you know the secret, you can do it, right? And it's, you know, it only gets you so far. Then you can do stuff with, we'll say sleight of hand, right? The way I kind of like to do things. But there's kind of a third kind of controversial way. And I know there's a few magicians in the audience right now. And there might even be a hush that goes over the crowd regarding them because they know how controversial this is. Using technology to make magic happen, right? Some people are, you know, pro, some are not so much. So we're going to use technology today to find the card in one last way. Is that cool? Okay. In fact, I know at least most of you probably have a piece of pretty modern tech with you on you right now. Can everybody take out their phone? You don't even need to have Instagram. Yep. She's like, I'm ready. I'm ready. This is my moment. Okay, and if you take it, and I also want you to, everybody, turn on the light. Turn on your light, your flashlight. Okay? Oh, this is beautiful. I want everybody to look around. This is such a cool moment. This isn't even magic. It's just so cool to look at. Okay. I want everybody to see.
Where'd you get yours?
All right. Levy, light.
Light.
Come on.
Oh, I thought it was on.
My friends, don't blink even for a second. Watch the card go in. Everybody take your light and shine it directly at my phone. 1, 2, 3. Gone.
Oh my gosh.
One card.
Where's your phone?
Stephanie, thank you so much. Hey, we did it! Give it up for Stephanie! Give that to Stephanie for me, please.
Where's your phone?
Well, that's a good question. Don't tell my wife, okay? Because she really does hate that trick. Ixnay on my own face. All right. Woo! All right.
That was hard work.
That was. I'm sweating up here. Let's continue because I want to make something very clear here, my friends. I love magic, right? But I understand that as I'm doing magic, you guys will probably go away and go live your lives, which is great. You should. But there's a chance. A very good chance that when you tell a story about, hopefully the fun time that you had today, that you're going to be like, yeah, the magician, he was good. He did magic, kind of magically, right? But you're not going to remember every single thing that happened, right? I want to change that because I'm hoping that this next piece is something you're never going to forget for the rest of your life. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Excellent. In order to do that, I need somebody, maybe 2 people who came here together. Maybe like husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, doesn't matter to me. Okay? Oh, I know. Now, I know these 2 have seen this before, so I'm going to have Hannah and remind me of the name? Yeah, please. Danny and Hannah, come on up here. Hi. Oh man, I am really nervous that I'm going to start calling you Hanny and Dana.
Yeah, we got that.
All right, Hannah, I'm going to have you come over here on this side, please. Excellent. And Hannah and Danny, how long have you been together?
6 months.
6 months. 6 months. All right. And here's the thing. Danny and Hannah, we're going to try something that hopefully you're never going to forget for the rest of your life. Now, I know that's a tall order, right? Because there's a lot of stuff going into this, right? Because, that means that you remember it next week and next month, next year, 10 years, 20 years from now. Like your 50th wedding anniversary. 50th wedding anniversary, you'll be like, do you remember that schmucky guy, Kyle? Yeah, the glasses, yeah. So, we're going to try this. Hannah, you're just going to say stop.
Stop.
Right here. Excellent. This will be yours, but we're going to go over to Danny as well. Danny, you're just going to touch a card. Excellent. Perfect. And take this, please. And go ahead and write your name really big right across. Excellent. Oh, beautiful. It's all about Danny. All right, Danny, go ahead and pass that on over, please.
Thank you.
Excellent. And you're going to do the same thing, except you're going to write it on the 5.
This is a huge Sharpie.
All right, look at Hannah. Very good. And you're kind of filling some more of the space there. Excellent. Perfect. Now here's the dealio. What can we do with 2 perfectly unique items?
Make them one item.
Make them one item. That'd be interesting. Do you have any more requests, Hannah? All right, here we go. We got Dan, we got Hannah. Here's the deal. What if we were to fold them in half? It's not magic. You'll probably remember me doing that next week, though. Right? You'll probably be like at your work and be like, yeah, I remember he destroyed his deck of cards. And cards aren't exactly cheap, right? So this is kind of worth remembering. But guess what? Danny, if you think, what do you think would be the logical next thing to happen?
Rip them in half.
Interesting suggestion. Go like this. Bam, bam, bam. Boom. Great. Hannah, what do you think would be the logical conclusion to this unforgettable piece of magic?
You put them back together.
What a lovely suggestion. Hannah, come over here. Danny, come over here. All right, perfect. Danny, you're going to put out your hand thusly, and you're going to put out your hand thusly, and oh. In just a moment, everybody's going to start counting down from 10, 10, 9, 8 to all the way down to 1. Okay? Everybody's going to do that together. When we get to 10, 9, 8, you're going to start to feel a little bit of heat emanating between your palms. That is important. Okay? Then we're going to get to 7, 6, 5, 4, and when you do that, you're going to feel a little bit of movement. Some people feel a little bit, some people feel a lot. Okay? When we get to 3, 2, 1, it's going to solidify into its new state. Is that clear?
Sounds good to me.
I'm pumped. You guys pumped?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7. Here we go. 6. Feel it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Be honest. Did you feel a little? Or did you feel a lot?
A little bit.
A little bit. Little? Lot?
Nope.
Lift up. Because, my friends, if we were to open these up, I think you will find we have 2 perfectly restored cards. Now, there's a reason that I'm not showing you the fronts. Because if I just restored the cards, that wouldn't be good enough. Because then you might not remember it because they just look like any 2 ordinary cards. Which is why, Danny, I had to fuse half of yours and half of yours. And half of yours, and I want you to hold on to that and really pull it. It's not stuck together, is it? That is exactly a weird souvenir for you and a weird souvenir. And I want you to keep those as a little gift from me to you. Thank you guys so much. Give them
Check back in 50 years.
I better be invited. Well, that's fun. So, here's the deal. I love doing card magic, and card magic is great because it runs a spectrum, right? It goes from Uncle Joe to like very difficult sleight of hand, and I love that, and that's why the card magic genre is what kind of gravitated me to magic over 20 years ago. And the thing I didn't do was coin magic because it was hard. Like, coin magic is almost by definition difficult because you have to be able to, maybe without exposing anything, you have to be able to conceal certain things in certain ways and pretend that things are empty when they're not, and full when they might not be completely full, right? And so it's very scary. Like, it's scary to do coin magic. And when I started doing coin magic, it made me start to think, I don't know if everybody that I show magic to understands what goes into magic. I don't think people understand the practice and dedication that goes into it, right? So it got me thinking that magic is kind of what I would call an implicit skill. It's not explicit, it's implicit, right? People don't always know what goes into it. They don't know if this is really easy to do, they don't know if it's really hard to do. And I'm not here to tell you that it is easy or hard, or one is better than the other. But I will tell you, it reminds me of one of my favorite Olympic sports, luge. Luge, right? Every time Olympic luge comes up in conversation, which is probably more than it should be. I'm always talking with people, and without fail, everybody, every single time they're like, luge, what a glorified sledding. Like, since when is sledding an Olympic sport? Am I right? No, you're not right. The luge, have you seen those people do that? That's nuts. They're going down at like breakneck speeds, like near, I don't know, like 100 miles an hour or so on ice. and they have to do these like micro movements with their body that they trained for years so they could like shave off fractions of a second. So the difference between first place and second place and third place and not placing is like less than a second. That's nuts. Don't you come at me with sledding. It's not sledding. fascinating. That's luge, man, right? And I'm like, and it's just made me think that no one appreciates these athletes who are just as talented as all the other ones, but it's not as explicit, right? It's kind of an implicit skill. So it made me think, that's exactly how I feel sometimes with magic. I'm putting all this work in there, and I can't always say, hey, look how much work I'm putting into this, because by definition, a magician needs to make it look effortless, right? And so it made me think, when I start thinking down on myself, thinking, oh man, I'm doing something that a trained monkey could do, right? I remind myself, Kyle, you are very skilled at what you do. You're very talented. You're very passionate about this craft. Never forget, Kyle, you are a loser. And there's really nothing quite like the confidence boost you get when you remind yourself just how big a loser you are, you know? And oh yeah, and you like I know Zach back there, right? Zach is I love everything he does. I mean, he's one of my best friends. You're one of the biggest losers I know, you know? And everybody here that you could be doing anything on this Sunday afternoon, right? But you decided to be here to be a part of this experience. I love that. You guys are just a big bunch of losers to me, and I never want you to forget that. So I went to the liberty of printing up some stickers. These are the official Kyle Purnell thinks I'm a loser sticker. Yes! I'm gonna have you guys pass these around, take one and stick it to you so you never forget exactly how I feel about you. Thank you guys so much. All right. Let's continue. That is the longest I go just for one little pun. I ever go. All right, here we go. We got one, we got two, we got three. Beautiful. Let's go to, hi sir, what's your name? Oh, Owen, did I see you yesterday? Oh, okay. You look like someone who was here yesterday. I'm like, man, you loved the show. All right. Owen, you're going to just grab out one of these coins for me, please. Which one are you going for? Excellent choice. And go ahead and show everybody. Make sure it is just a coin. There's nothing weird about it, nothing crazy about it. Is that true? Good? Excellent. And Owen, you can bring it up here. Excellent. Owen, yeah, you can have a seat, dude. I know that this is a normal coin because different reason you know. I know it's real because it falls down, but the real ones, I can't explain it. I don't know why. They fall up. Well, only when I say up. Come here, boy. Up, whoop. Fall up. Kind of strange. Now, I know that it falls down, but it also falls up when I say up, whoop. Oh, strange thing. Indeed. You squeeze onto it like this. I will say everybody needs to watch very carefully because if you squeeze it, it goes smaller and smaller until it goes back to the box, which is fine. But here's the deal. That's only sleight of hand. You want to see what anti-sleight of hand can look like, or reverse sleight of hand? It's pretty sweet, man. You're gonna love this. Let's go here, Colton. Has anyone heard of reverse sleight of hand or anti-sleight of hand? Kat, you did? Really? That's fascinating. I just made it up. All right. Watch very carefully. All you do is you get the essence of one of the coins like this, just the essence, right? So you get one essence, one empty coin. Did you hear that? That's when you get all three coins, leaving, of course, nothing in the box, which is fine, except that's not really what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you how I have nothing in the box except a regulation 8.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, indeed. Any questions so far? Well, this is great, guys.
I wish I could say how did you do that, but that's a dumb question.
Oh, it's an excellent question. It's a tremendous question, Stephanie. It's just one I can't answer.
I know.
Oh, man. So, guys, I think we're getting kind of towards the end of our time, believe it or not. But we still have a few unopened or unresolved things here, because someone has a pouch, someone has a cube, someone has a gift. Oh man. You've been holding on to that gift, haven't you? Yeah. You can keep holding on to it. But I borrowed $20 from somebody, right? Who did I borrow this from? Dan. Dan, here's the question. What would be the best trick I could do with your $5 bill?
Turn it into 100.
I can try. But just to be clear, that's seriously the best thing. Like, I just gave you carte blanche to do anything you want with real magical powers, and you're like, I want 15 Starbucks. We can try, dude. What? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Clap back. No, that doesn't.
You're in for it.
Yeah. Dan, do you have a 50? That's fine. Dan.
Next trick.
This is fun. We kind of had a collateral, like a deal kind of going on, right? Because I gave you something, you gave me something, right? I can't seem to bring yours back. Would you like to see what you have just earned? What you've just won, Dan? Sure. Oh, this is great, dude. Hey, go ahead. Yeah, and you can take out the pouch. Can you show it? Really, just kind of put it up in the air and show everybody, to which everybody is going to respond with ooh and or Not your best work. All right, Dan, go ahead. Whenever you are ready, you can open up the pouch, please. Yeah, please. Yeah, excellent. And inside, you'll notice that there is got to be something, right? You're going to take it out. And what is the something you can show everybody?
It's another pouch.
Oh, it's a pouch!
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Dan, you want to see what's inside? Oh, Greg, go ahead. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, go ahead. What's inside, man?
It's another pouch.
Oh, it's a pouch! Oh, this is lovely. Hey, Dan, do you want to see what's inside? Oh, this is great. Because actually, if you look inside that one, now, oh, great. And you're going to open that up, and inside you'll notice something. There's actually a bill. It's not just any bill. It's a folded bill. It's not just any folded bill. It's a folded $20 bill. Interestingly enough, I borrowed a $20 bill. Dan, you're going to open up that $20 bill, and you're going to show everybody if it means something to you. That's got to be Dan! Come on! Get out of here! Good heavens! Oh, that was fun. Hey, how's that gift coming? I'm ready for it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. There's something really fascinating about a Rubik's Cube.
Oh.
Because it would be very reasonable for somebody to look at this and say, hey, that's a fun toy from the 80s. That's not how I see it. I see it a little bit deeper, and it's not intentional. I first learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube when I was in 10th grade, which is very similar to the time I got into magic in general. And now when I look back at this, I see it differently than I ever could have imagined. And here's why. I am a person who stutters. If you've never experienced someone who stutters in their life, basically it's not always exactly what you might think. Stuttering runs in my family. My grandfather stuttered, my dad stutters, my sister stutters, I stutter, my daughter stutters, my son stutters. Fun fact, Uncle Joe never stuttered. But it genuinely was a big part of growing up, and not always in the best way. And I know, sharing this with you right now, it might be hard to see exactly how impacting it was back then, because I'm guessing that maybe I'm not stuttering super much right now. And there's a reason for that. When I started getting into this kind of world of weird things like magic and solving Rubik's cubes and stuff, it gave me this weird confidence that I never expected to have. So much so that the more I got into cubing and the more I got into magic, the more fluent my speech became. Not all the time, only when I perform. So I know when I go and do a show like this, I'm very likely to not stutter very much. And it also kind of leaked out into when I don't perform as well. Now, if you talk with me enough, you will definitely hear me stutter. It's still very prevalent in my life. But this is kind of the thing that changed it. The cube, the magic. When I was in like early to late high school, something happened and I started to gain a little bit more control over the stutter. Now, to be clear, stuttering will never go away. It's not something that should be cured or can be cured because it's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm not ashamed of this about me. It is just a part of my neurological makeup, and I just sometimes talk a little different than somebody else does. But it wasn't until I got into this that it kind of made sense to me that that is probably the best way to think about it. So you might see this as a toy. I see this as a simple looking toy from the outside, but full of complexities on the inside. Which is interesting, because Colton, you also have a cube. You've been mixing that cube, yeah?
Still unsolved.
Yeah, still unsolved.
Good effort.
Can we clap for Colton, please? That is to do this for like 20 minutes. I love that. Your effort is commendable. I love that. Did you know that there are over 1 million ways to mix up and mash up a Rubik's Cube?
You do now?
Yeah, well, I made that up. Soon, there's actually over 1 billion ways to mix up a Rubik's Cube. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, I made that up too. There are actually, and I kid you not, this is Googleable, 43 quintillion ways to mix up and mash up a Rubik's Cube. And that's such an unboundedly big number that I have to tell you that the odds of 2 cubes being the exact same pattern is actually less likely than 2 grains of sand matching on planet Earth. That's nuts. And I feel like you need to know that so you understand how impossible this is. My friends, that is every single color complete match, which doesn't mean anything unless you also have side number 2 complete match. That's side number 3 a complete match. That's side number 4. This is 5. This is 6. I can't beat that, my friends. That is complete match. Thank you guys so much. I love that. But everything that I said today is true, and I have to let you know that if this silly little toy can defy the odds, then so can you. And I thank you guys very much. My name's Kyle Purnell. Thank you guys so much. Wait. At the beginning, I had somebody think of a number, like a 2-digit number. Somebody. You were thinking.
I had a 2-digit.
Yeah, you were thinking of a 2-digit number. You never told me the number. You never said it to anybody, right? You never shared it with anybody. You never wrote it down. It's existing in your brain, yes? You never told me. And I never told you how much money I always keep with me in my wallet. Now, my friends, I'm going to count this. But if I count it and it happens to be the exact number that you merely are thinking of, that would be nuts for you. But no one else would care because they don't know what number it is, right? But don't say the number. Because if you say the number right now, maybe I'm going to use that to my advantage and it wouldn't be fair, right? So I'm going to start counting. And once I'm a few bills in, then I want you to say your number out loud, right? So that way I can't cheat, but everybody else can react and see if this is maybe the best way that we could possibly close a magic show. Okay?
After a couple bills, you want me to say it?
After a couple bills, I want you to say it in a nice, loud, clear voice. You ready? 10,
28.
15, 28, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Exactly $28. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your time today, guys. Thank you so much.
Did something after he said that well, I mean, it's like something.